The man never expected that his opponent, who was clearly classless, could actually use afterimage, a skill only swordsmen possess. What shocked him even more was that Arel's technique was nothing like the afterimage he knew. It could create 3 illusions at once, and all of them could attack together. He couldn't tell which one was real and got taken out in a single slash. Just like that, Arel easily won the first match of the guild tournament, but the crowd was filled with confusion. How could a classless man defeat an A-ranked swordsman? Yet Arel's next performance shattered everyone's understanding even further. Despite being classless, he won the second match again, and this time using only one skill, twin blade slash. Right after that, the third match ended the same way. Even the rare A-ranked swordsmen were no match for Arel. He took them down in only 2 moves. Watching from the side, Lilia was overjoyed. If they won just 2 more matches, the guild would claim victory, and since the opposing guild was made up entirely of A-ranked swordsmen, the betting odds were 1 to 20. If they won, they'd strike it rich instantly. But the fourth opponent had extremely high defense. Even when the attacks landed, they barely dealt damage. That started to bother Arel, so he decided to try the kick technique used by the previous swordsman, which shocked the shield swordsman, who shouted in disbelief. But Arel said he had just learned it, though his hip twist and kicking angle still needed work. He said and used the kick again. Yet the shield swordsman still insisted there was no way Arel could learn it. Arel agreed. To use it as an actual skill would require long training, but to simply copy it, he only needed to see it once. Just like the blocking technique the shield swordsman used moments ago, he had already figured out roughly how it worked. And so Arel won 4 matches in a row, leaving the entire audience stunned. They began to think his classless status was fake, and demanded the judges disqualify him. With no choice, the host paused the match, and used the crystal to check Arel's status card. It truly showed classless. The crowd was in awe, and started cheering for the strong. Lilia meanwhile muttered that if she had known Arel was this strong, she would have pawned her old man's secret weapons, to bet even more money on him. After losing 4 matches in a row, the opposing guilds sent out their ace, a samurai from the eastern lands. Even before the fight began, Arel could feel danger. The man hadn't even drawn his sword yet, but his aura was terrifying, so rushing him carelessly was not an option. The samurai was impressed by Arel's judgment. He knew that ordinary sword techniques couldn't defeat him, so he planned to lure Arel into lowering his guard, then finish him with a killing skill. Arel found that interesting, so he stepped forward on purpose, because if neither side moved, it would just end in a stalemate, and he also wanted to see what the samurai's ultimate skill looked like. With that, both sides agreed to a speed duel. The samurai was confident. No one had ever seen through his Iaedo strike, but the moment he drew his blade, Arel had already moved behind him, and unleashed the sword maiden skill, Peerless Thrust. The samurai had no time to react. Thus the guild tournament ended with Arel's 5th straight victory. Yet many in the audience were furious. After all, some of them had bet their entire fortune, and lost everything.